What's up, Internet? Corey Zamir here, and it's time for another collection video. Let's get right into it. Alright, first off, let's go over some systems and accessories I have complete in the box. I have the Super Nintendo Mini, Super Nintendo 101, whatever they want to call it. I have that complete in the box. I honestly don't prefer it to the original. The original is a lot better, in my opinion. And I'm actually noticing, and let me know if you've noticed this too, a weird phenomenon on eBay where the complete in box Super Nintendo Mini regularly goes for less than a boxed regular Super Nintendo, which I also have over here. And I actually had to fight a shark pretty hard at a garage sale for that one. It was in a video a very long time ago. Let me know in the comments below if you saw that one. I also have two Super Nintendo controllers. One of them is just the plain one. The other one is the one that has, I guess, Super Mario RPG designs on it. Let's get right into the games. And the games are going to be in kind of a weird order because I keep my Super Nintendo games three different ways in my room. There's the meh to not too expensive titles that I keep behind my door. There's the nice loose copies of games I have that I keep right next to my bed, which sounds weird. And then there's also my boxed collection, which you see behind me at the end of most of my pickup videos. So let's start with what I keep behind the door. And a lot of these I actually haven't had a chance to play, like Seventh Saga. I just got that recently. We also have Batman Forever, which I hear is pretty terrible. Beethoven, the Ultimate Canine Caper, which I can only imagine is ass. Bonkers, which I enjoyed the show. I've never played the game. It's made by Capcom, so it might be pretty cool. Brutal Paws of Fury, never really played it. Never really heard anything about it. Captain America and the Avengers. I believe I played the Nintendo version of this game. I'm not sure how the Super Nintendo one works out. Chuck Rock, if this is the game I'm remembering from my childhood, it's pretty cool. I remember playing a game very similar to this, if not the exact same game, where you hang glide as a caveman, which was pretty cool. Clay Fighter. Cool Spot, which is a game that I fondly remember from my childhood, but going back to play it now is kind of eh. Cool World. Really? You can market this game to kids? Really? Daffy Duck, the Marvin Martians, the Marvin Missions, whatever the fuck this is called, I've never played it. Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. Both great games. I played most of the first one. Don't actually own the third. Dragon's Lair. I have not played it. I've seen some video on it though. Fatal Fury, one of the first games I ever did a Let's Play something on, and I do not like this series unless it actually evolved past what it was on the Super Nintendo. I also have Fatal Fury 2. Final Fight, which I unfortunately actually haven't even tried. F-Zero, which I've done Let's Play something on, and was a lot of fun. But I never played it as a kid. I never really had the chance. Radius, pretty cool shooter. The Great Circus Mystery, starring Mickey Mouse. Have not played it. Gun Force. I believe I got this from Ronnie at a trade event. I have not tried it yet. Illusions of Gaia. Got that earlier this year. Haven't had a chance to pop that in. Inspector Gadget. Probably garbage. Killer Instinct. I definitely prefer Mortal Kombat to Killer Instinct. And one thing I notice is you can never really find a good copy of Killer Instinct. The label like just wears out on it so easily. Justice League Task Force, not even really sure what that game is about. Maui Mallard in Cold Shadow. I remember the advertisements more than I remember anything about this game. Definitely remember seeing those ads in a lot of video game magazines back in the day. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I remember renting that and playing it with my friend. It was okay. Mohawk and Headphone Jack. I don't know anything about. Mortal Kombat 2, probably my favorite Mortal Kombat, or at least my favorite retro Mortal Kombat. I definitely do like the new games, though. Mortal Kombat 9 and Mortal Kombat X are pretty baller. Pinball Quest, I believe. I got that as part of like a big purchase at a Game Exchange, which is actually where I got a lot of these Super Nintendo games, which are mostly filler, like Power Moves, Primal Rage, Ranma 1/2 Hard Battle. Got this at Game Crazy back in the day, back when they were in town. Not as good as I wanted it to be because I absolutely loved the anime back in the day. Rival Turf. This was the beat 'em up of choice for me when I was a kid because we got the games that would be on sale at Toyworks, and this was one of them. I think my mom got this for pretty cheap. RoboCop 3, have not played it. Samurai Showdown. I had this on the Sega Genesis back in the day. Brought it over to one of my friend's house, let him borrow it, and never saw it again. I've never actually played the game, even though I now have it on Super Nintendo. SimCity, got this as a gift from Darth Sega. I thought I had it. I've played it back in the day, definitely at my cousin's house. I guess I just never actually owned it myself, which is weird. Very thankful to Darth Sega for that one. Space Ace. I had this as a kid. Once again, probably one of those Toyworks cheap games that my mom got. Definitely not that good. Star Fox, a fucking classic. Can never get that far in it, I'm not that good at it. Street Hockey 95, absolutely love this game. Unfortunately, none of my friends really gave a shit about hockey, so I only had to play it alone. Super Buster Bros, not played it. Super Caesar's Palace is actually a game we rented quite a bit when I was a kid. For some reason, we really were into gambling and playing Keno, even though I still to this day don't know what it is. Super Empire Strikes Back, have not had a chance to play it. Played the first one though. Super Godzilla, and I have to mention these are all the Super games because that's what you did with Super Nintendo is you made a game and you named it Super something, and that's how it went. Super Punch Out, have not actually played this. Super Putty, I believe I played this back in the day as a rental, and it was pretty cool. Not really much else to say about it though. Super R-Type. Super Star Wars, I've played this for a Let's Play something. I don't believe I got past the first level though. Super Troll Islands, don't know anything about this. Tecmo Super Bowl, we were almost out of the supers. We kind of stepped out of it, but it still got super in your name. Tetris Attack, this was my favorite puzzle game as a kid. Now I'm kind of more partial to Dr. Mario. Time Tracks, never played it. Total Carnage, never played it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters for the Super Nintendo. This game is ass bad. It's so bad, I can't stand this game. Toddlers. Don't know anything about it. I think you need a mouse for it, and I don't have a mouse. Ultraman, have not played it. Uniracers, this is a fun game. I would have loved this as a rental back in the day. I recently played it as an adult for Let's Play something, and it was quite fun. UN Squadron, this was a pickup I had because everybody talks about it on YouTube nowadays. The Game Chasers love it. I haven't had a chance to try it though. Ys Wanderers from Ys 3, I guess? I'm not very familiar with the series, but I picked it up at a Game Exchange for a decent price, as well as Weapon Lord, which I also got, I think, on that same trip. Wizardry 6, don't know anything about it. It's an RPG, I assume. Wolverine, Adamantium Rage, haven't had a chance to play it. Excalibur 2097 is actually kind of a hidden gem. I did a Let's Play something on it and was really surprised at how fun that game was. Yoshi's Cookie. If it's the same thing as the Nintendo game, I've played that one. I don't know if it's exactly the same though. And Zool. I'm pretty sure I rented this, but I don't have fond memories of it. Whew! That took a lot out of me. But we still have more. Super Nintendo is one of my biggest collections. I have this case that I keep all my best and most expensive non-box Super Nintendo games right next to my bed. I wake up, I see these things first thing in the morning, and I know everything is right in the world. Let's go through them in alphabetical order. We have ActRaiser, The Adventures of Batman and Robin. I was very happy to pick this one up. Battletoads Double Dragon, Breath of Fire 2, I actually won this on Game Wheel about a month ago at this point. Super Castlevania 4. Kind of need to replace the back label on that. It's got a tear. Contra 3, The Alien Wars. The Death and Return of Superman. Final Fantasy 2/4, I guess. Final Fantasy 3/6. This one I'm actually actively looking for a label upgrade whenever I see one of these. It's kind of split right down the middle. I've had this one ever since Game Crazy had it for sale. Probably bought it for like $20 back in the day. It works perfectly fine, but I'd really rather have a better label and one that didn't have a fucking crack in the cartridge. Kirby Superstar. Really need to find the box and manual for this. The Kirby Conquest is something I was hoping was going to be a series that we could just fly through, and it kind of has fallen flat on its face. Really don't want to resort to eBay, but be sure to check out the Kirby Conquest. Always looking for trades for Kirby games, so check those out if you have any you're looking to get rid of and want anything you see in my videos, because Kirby games get priority for most part. Kirby games get priority for the most part. The Lost Vikings. This is one of the games in this stack that I'm actually kind of disappointed in. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. I wanted this so bad. I got it. I played it. I don't like the Guardian Heroes style of beat 'em up, where you have like the background foreground thing. I would like to be able to move freely, and I just really don't like that style of beat 'em up. Super Double Dragon, so another one I need a label upgrade for the back. Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars. The combo cartridge, Super Mario All-Stars with Super Mario World. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, another one that's kind of fucked up on the back. And the last one of these, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I've had this one for quite a while. Another one of those Game Crazy purchases. I really miss that store. Now it's time for the box Super Nintendo games. If you guys have made it this far in this video, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please hit that like button. Let me know what collection you'd like to see next in the comments below. Share the video with your friends. Let me see your collection. I'd love to see a whole bunch of collection videos popping off on YouTube. Let's get through the rest of this before I sweat myself out of this fucking room. Ah! Real Monsters for the Super Nintendo, complete in box. This game kind of sucks ass. To be 100% honest with you. Aladdin. I actually don't know which one I like better, this version or the Sega Genesis version. It's two completely different games. I always sided with the Super Nintendo version as a kid. What the fuck? Alright, I've got 2 copies of Batman Forever. One of them's complete in box. I just fucking realized that. I guess these collection videos help me out quite a bit too. Tiny Toon Adventures, Buster Bust Loose. Dragon. I've never played this game. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. This was actually my RPG of choice back in the day because I was very bad at games like I am now, and I didn't really understand RPGs, but it helped me learn quite a bit. Goof Troop. This was a fun game. I would really like to play this co-op one day. Maybe Alicia would be into it. I don't even know if she knows about Goof Troop, though. Maybe it was before her time. She's a few years younger than I am. Jurassic Park. This game was really cool in that it had 3D like shooter levels that I would always constantly get myself lost in. The Magical Quest, Mickey Mouse. Mortal Kombat! Not really much else you need to say there. He's on fire! NBA Jam Tournament Edition. I got this at a garage sale, and it's still pretty much brand ass new. My favorite game of all time, NHL 94, also in the same condition as that NBA Jam, which I'm very happy about. Pack Attack. Ren and Stimpy's Vidiots. I don't know anything about this. The best game in the world, Shaq Fu. Spider-Man X-Men Arcade's Revenge. Kind of weird how they let you be Spider-Man first, and then from there it's all kind of downhill. Star Trek The Next Generation. I've never played this. Stunt Race FX. Super Bomberman 2, one of my favorite multiplayer Super Nintendo games. The reason I owned a multi-tab back in the day, I really would love to get the first Super Bomberman. Super Mario Kart. Wing Commander. And we've finally reached the last 4 Super Nintendo games in my collection. You guys should already know it because you see them behind me at the end of every pickup video for Weekend Adventure. We've got Mega Man X, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, and this is in really nice shape, has the map and everything. Super fucking Metroid, which I just got in a Game Wheel about a month ago, around the same time as that Breath of Fire, and this is in amazing shape. And finally, The Secret of Mana, which I got at a flea market for, it was either $2.50 or $5, I don't remember. Regardless, ridiculous deal, and with the exception of this little scratch up there, it was absolutely brand new. Whoever opened this back in the day, whoever owned this before me, never played it. There was no save files on there. It saves perfectly. Absolutely could not be happier. I do wish that I enjoyed the game more though. Secret of Mana is not one of my favorite Super Nintendo games. So let me know in the comments below once again what collection you'd like to see next. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, keep it real, Internet. And if you're going to too many games, say hello. I'll be there.